What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. I'm going to tell you another story. I've just kind of interjected every once in a while to break up all the lessons with a little kind of autobiographical story, true stories. And you guys have enjoyed it a lot. They've done really well, and you keep asking for more. Eventually, I'll run out of stories, but this one is how I ended up in Lynyrd Skynyrd, or how I ended up being the person known as Lynyrd Skynyrd, which clearly I'm not Lynyrd Skynyrd, nor was I in the band Lynyrd Skynyrd, but this is a fun story. And also, it has a really fun little follow-up at the end. So make sure you stay till the end so you can get that little final tidbit. So I was sitting around maybe less than a year ago, around a year ago, checking all my socials and all that as one does. And I got a direct message from an amazing artist. So there's a fella, soul singer, so good, named Lamont Landers. So you can see his picture right there. Really great singer, you guys. So if you haven't heard of Lamont Landers, go look him up. He's just a great new soul singer, so I like him a lot. And we are light acquaintances, I think just from probably the fact that I admire his music and everything. And maybe he watched some of my videos at some point to learn some guitar chords or something. But anyway, he sends me a direct message, and he is from Alabama. And it was Decatur, Alabama. And he said, "Hey, Marty, what's up, man? I'm in Decatur, Alabama right now. This is where I'm from. And I went to this restaurant, and if it's still there, I think it was called Marlin or Marlin's Restaurant. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The word Marlin's in it. I haven't been there personally. But he said, hey, anyway, I'm at this restaurant, and there's this really funny picture up on the wall. And he took a picture, a picture of this picture on the wall at this random restaurant in Decatur, Alabama. And the picture, you can see it right now. Check this picture out. Look at that. So basically, it's me, and it's clearly from one of my guitar lesson shoots. And it says, and I'm in a I'm in a country western shirt, which I didn't wear very much. So that helped me narrow it down to figure out what the heck was going on, because I still haven't talked to this restaurant about it, but that's where this follow-up comes from. So if you look at this picture, it says Lynyrd Skynyrd, but it's a picture of me. And then on top of it, there's like an autograph, as if someone named Lynyrd Skynyrd exists and autographed the picture for their wall at the restaurant. So it's literally multiple things that are not right. One, Lynyrd Skynyrd is a band, not a person, although they did name the band after a PE teacher, I believe, that they had. But anyway, the famous Lynyrd Skynyrd is a band, not a person. Two, it's not with me in the band, nor am I the person Lynyrd Skynyrd. And nor is that my handwriting, or did I pose for that photo? It's been photoshopped off of an old lesson. So he sends that to me, and he thought it was hilarious. I'm looking at it, and I think it's hilarious, but I'm also so intrigued and confused about how such a thing could happen, you know? And so I'm thinking, I think I'm right, because that's where this follow-up comes from. I think it was a brand new restaurant, and it's in Alabama. So they're going for like an Alabama-themed, fun energy. There's a lot of other random pictures, Alabama-related, all across the restaurant. So just think kind of like an Alabama funky, Alabama celebrating restaurant. And so the only thing I can come up with, and I do think I'm right, is that it could have even been someone's grandma or something, but someone was kind of in charge of putting a lot of decorations together, Alabama-themed, for the restaurant. And Sweet Home Alabama is the most famous Alabama song. Correct me if I'm wrong. Although Crimson Tide, the football team, do they play an Alabama song? I don't know. Anyway, Sweet Home Alabama, we all agree, it's the most famous Alabama-related song. So all I can gather is that someone who's maybe not that savvy with the internet searched, maybe even a Google search, Sweet Home Alabama, and then my lesson popped up high in the searches, which it normally would. And then they saw the thumbnail or the picture or the video and didn't realize that I'm just a guitar teacher on YouTube teaching Sweet Home Alabama. And somehow they got confused that I am the guy that makes the song Sweet Home Alabama. And so then they used that picture and then photoshopped it into a wider, almost like studio picture, and then printed it, framed it, and then did for fun or to kind of do a fake out, signed it like it was an autograph. And one of the things that backs this up is that if you go to my Sweet Home Alabama tutorial that's very popular, I'm in the same outfit. So I'm in the same shirt and, same hat. It's clearly from the picture is from that same guitar lesson tutorial. So that's the funny story. I have heard from other people. Lamont Landers was the first one to share that with me, and it was super funny. But since then, other people have shared it with me, and I always get a good kick out of that. I haven't been able to go to Alabama or Decatur or to the restaurant to see it or to talk to them, see it with my own eyes or talk to them myself. But in the meantime, now we cut to the update. The update is clearly maybe some people that really love Lynyrd Skynyrd corrected them on their mistake, or maybe were even offended that somehow that the restaurant got it so wrong that I was Lynyrd Skynyrd, Mr. Lynyrd Skynyrd to you, and corrected them. And instead of them and I'm flattered, so instead of them removing the picture, now here's the update. The update is the picture's still up, yay! But they've removed all traces of the word Lynyrd Skynyrd. It's been blacked out, and now it's just a picture of your friendly neighborhood guitar teacher, Marty Schwartz, who has no affiliation with Decatur, Alabama, but I am honored to be on the wall of fame at Marlin's Restaurant, and they're getting a free plug right now. But anyway, I really enjoyed that story. I've got more stories to share with you. For instance, I met Chuck Norris when I was a little kid. I've also, as a professional musician before YouTube existed, I worked as a guitar player, and I got to play with this Canadian pop singer, and we opened for Aerosmith, played in front of 50,000 people in Canada. So that's kind of a fun story. No one knew who I was back then. And I've got a lot of other really fun stories, but I also played with Tracy Chapman before, so that's another one. I've hung out with Tenacious D multiple times, and that's my favorite band. So if you guys want to hear some of those out of the ones I just mentioned, let me know in the comments. Obviously, I'm going to keep teaching guitar, but this has been a fun little kind of extra little supplemental type of series to share with you guys. So appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for the continued support, and hopefully we'll see you again in a lesson or another one of these little fireside chats. Thanks again, you guys. We'll see you again.